Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of... Yeah, you were in frame there.
I know,
It's
that's
creepy.
scary.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking with Unity. I'm your host, Max Moreau. With me is my co-host, which you can now see, Philip Wilson.
Hey!
And on my other side is Jeffrey Hawthorne. And we're here today having fun doing more Mario Galaxy stuff. So first off, we had a question earlier. Could we go back to the more... What's the exact question?
Let's see. It says, if anyone reads this comment, Phil, I'd love it if you could make some formal training videos again rather than live stream. Beginner users like myself don't understand half of it too complicated.
So, first of all, apologies if things have gotten complicated. Please ask me questions and please give me feedback on this, because give us feedback on this, because we do want to actually tell this show that people, so that people don't feel left out. And if you have questions, please email me. I totally like to help people with their projects, and with any questions you have about the show or your own projects, please send them our direction. The thing is, I don't think there was a time when we weren't live, but there's never been a time where we didn't just record the whole thing start to finish.
I think the only difference is now that we have questions sometimes.
I guess that's true. We have people actually watching, and so we get questions about things. Though I would think that would help people more than hinder. I don't know. Maybe we get off topic too much.
I'm always off topic.
Well, yeah, okay. Okay, well then...
My life is off topic.
Well, it is, because we're on the show. We're talking about Unity, not your life. I wish you could see his face right now. He's just quiet and cracking a smile. Or maybe a cry. I don't know. All right. Anyway, on to the show. All right. So, in our last episode...
We did not have any CAPTCHA.
We did not have any CAPTCHA. We have the Goombas or Goombas,
the
Gumboos spawning, and we can like bounce on them and continue to bounce and
Gumboos.
Yeah. Now all we need is like numbers that show up in 1-up sounds, and we might do sounds today depending on how badly other things go. Because I kind of want to put some different shapes other than spheres, though I'm not sure if we're ready to actually do a generic case. That may be a math nightmare.
Yeah, I think it would be a math nightmare.
But I certainly want to do another type of surface, maybe just like a disc-type surface or something.
I bet we could do any shapes.
You think we could do any shapes?
Maybe. Just kind of have to draw a ray from the center to the edge.
Yeah.
And know the distance all the time.
Probably be easier to draw from the edge.
Well, the edge to the center,
yeah.
Whatever. I mean,
yeah, maybe we could raycast down, get the point of impact, draw from the center down,
or just know where the center is and do a computation based upon where we are and see what the distance is.
We need to push the player out a certain distance from the center.
That would always be on whatever the...
Yeah.
I know it's possible. So anything's possible.
But can we do it?
No, we can. It's just how long do we want to throw our heads at this thing, you know? That's the real question.
Let's take a look at it. Let's just sketch it out and see if we can play with something.
Sketchy.
So, what we're currently doing is... Stay on spheres is going to be the main thing that has to change. So what we're currently doing is we're grounding the player, we're setting their velocity to 0, we're setting their position to the appropriate position. This calculation is going to have to be very different for a generic, because right now it's just using the scale of the object when it needs to be using something else, like distance from edge to center.
My goodness.
Yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make something that still works on the sphere, and then we'll see if it works on something else.
Does anyone happen to have any experience with Ouya development? I think you do. Right?
I do. I have a little experience with Ouya development. It wasn't my favorite point in life, quite frankly. We released Proton Pulse on Ouya.
Oh, yeah.
We had in-app purchase to buy the game. We registered one sale. I'm not sure if that's true or if things were just screwed up or something. because Justin said he downloaded it without actually even having to buy it, so I'm not sure how that worked, and like it didn't have the demo version, it was the full version. So yeah, we had some trouble with it, and the input manager was hell on wheels, which they fixed it. I think Tim Groutman fixed it the day of launch.
You guys talking
yeah,
about
we spent a month on that. We spent a month on the stupid input manager, and then he totally supported the old system like the day of, supposedly. Although I got a question from someone, probably this person, about it, and it sounded like it was broken again. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that goes. It just wasn't done very Unity style.
Yeah.
The plugins weren't.
Eric says shorter jump ability on the beginning of the jump would be nice from what I see. Easier to land on the blocks. And
Actually, yeah, let's start with that. Let's do that.
I think that is a
much easier
point.
thing.
That is a
that'll
good
get the
jumping off area.
brain juices flowing. So right now we've got player movement. So right now we're doing jumping, and we're just immediately applying a velocity to the character, and so they sail into the air.
Oh, and also we're going to keep the show live. We weren't planning on stopping doing the live stuff, from what I understand.
No, yeah, I don't think I.
No.
The problem with it is it excuses us from not editing the show, quite frankly.
Yeah, it does.
And editing takes forever.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I've been playing with Final Cut Pro, and it's amazing. I've got the trial running right now, and it does make it fast. But I mean, still, if you have an hour of content, it takes a couple hours to edit that because of the nature of real time.
I think we just need to keep it unedited. I like it that way.
All right, so input.get button jump and grounded. All right, so instead of just immediately applying this velocity, so jump direction times jump value is what we're doing. So the jump value is... So what variables do we want on this? So jump value we're going to make as a maximum. And let's make a new variable called public float jump jump charge time. I don't really like that, but I'm going to go with it for right now. And we'll set this to 1.0. This will represent a second. So this means that we can... This is how I want to do this. Let's default it to 0.5 first of all. How long? Hold on, Mario Brothers. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so that's about 0.25. Let's do 0.25 for the default.
We are on main screen, right? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're on main screen. So jump charge time 0.25. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna want to get the value up to that that point. So we want the velocity to increase over that period.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll do times jump value times time dot delta time and we can't do it if input dot get button jump and grounded. We need to change something there.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do time dot delta time there, that will reduce the amount of velocity. No, we don't want time dot delta time. We want a percentage of based on that time variable I just did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pseudocode time.
The desirable thing is that we want to, if we tap the jump, we only want it to jump a little bit, yes?
Yes. So let's make it this max jump value. Let's have a public float min jump value as well. Well, honestly, the thing is, these things I think are already changed in the editor. I'm just going to do 1 for now.
All right.
We're going to have to adjust it anyway. So if you just tap the button, we want it to jump the minimum. And if we do more than a tap, we want it to jump more. Alright, so let's create a new boolean called jumping. Private bool jumping equals false.
Private bool jumping.
Yes.
Private bool?
Hello, Private Bool. Captain Float is here. I don't know. It's not that funny. It's too bad it's not like Major Bool, so we can do a Major Tom.
Major bool?
Tom singing extravaganza.
Ground control to Major Bool. No?
Private Bool. Just ground control to Private Bool.
Why would they send a private to space?
Why are you such a tool? All right. So,
Private bool?
if input a get button, jump,
It's either
and
private or public or protected.
Protected
Major Tom,
bool?
Protected bool.
do you protect your bool? You should.
I don't ever protect my bool.
All right.
Sounds like a public service announcement.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. So, was that the more you know? Is that what you were going for there?
Okay.
Wow, you've dated ourselves there. I bet no one in the audience knows. Actually, they might because it comes back occasionally as a meme.
Yeah.
Though it usually doesn't have the sound. It's usually a GIF now. People don't know.
Unless you listen to Adam Carolla.
Oh, does he use that a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. They're bringing it back. All right. So if it's jumping,
Taking it back.
So
What were we doing?
what we'll do right here is we'll do min jump value. So if we're holding jump and we're grounded, we will unground ourselves, set our jump direction, and immediately give us the velocity to do our minimum jump. And then what we're going to do after that is if we continue to hold the button and we're in the jumping state, first let's make an else statement here so I don't forget later, where we turn off the jumping state equals false. So basically if we release the button at any point after this initial input, it will set jumping to false and then we'll no longer be in the jumping state, and we won't and we actually aren't setting the jumping state yet. We need to do that here. Jumping equals true. Alright, so here we're going to do some sort of percentage calculation based on the jump charge time. So I'm going to create one more variable here called private float jump time
You're gonna
equals
set it to
0.0f, yeah. And so at this point we're going to set jump time to 0 initially here. So jump time equals 0.0f. And then what we're going to do is very similar to this. Grab this code. But instead of velocity being jump direction times min jump value, it'll be max jump value minus min jump value, maybe. So that we don't double add stuff. That probably won't work as well as I want it to. So this represents our thingy, and then it needs to be a percentage based on our time variable, which we're going to update here. So jump time plus equals time dot delta time, and so it'll be times jump time divided by jump charge time.
Okay.
And jumping, and then finally we need one more thing here, and jump time is less than jump charge time.
There's a lot of stuff going
Should
on.
this also be an else if, because you're setting jumping to true up here, so it would end up running in the same time, or in the same frame.
Oh, good
Well,
point.
that is
First
true.
Very good
yeah.
point. Else if. Thank you. Good catch on that.
Because it would.
Yeah.
Got
So
either
what'll
one of
happen
those
is it'll set
situations.
jumping to true, and then immediately it's like, oh, hey, jumping's true. Let's do some stuff. So So good catch on that. So
Yeah.
jump time divided by jump. I don't think the order of operations matters here, but I'm going to just go ahead and do the brackets anyway to be more explicit what we're doing. So I wonder if this will work at all. I'm also going to change this to get button down here so that we don't repeatedly jump when we just hold down the button.
Oh, come on.
It's
Don't
fun,
we want
I
to
know.
just fly into space?
All right, so
Something went terribly wrong.
yeah,
Is
the
he
jumping
bouncing
is-
a very small amount?
It does look like
Yes.
he's vibrating a little bit.
Is that because of something we did,
I don't know.
or was he doing that before? All right, I got to find out now. I'm just going to. That was supposed to be Control A, but it gave me Control Z. That's so scary. Redo. That is so awful.
Yeah, Control A gave you
Select
control.
all. Yeah, it gives me random things. Sometimes it gives me comma. I love mono develop. All right. So I'm going to select all. I'm going to copy. This is going to be some dangerous surgery. And then I'm going to just undo everything. Whoops, that's not undo, evidently. Oh, it is undo. So undo is undo as well. That's good. I just want to see if he
Dangerous
jumps
surgery.
around. Probably should have done something with Perforce here, but I don't have it open right now. Wow, why am I doing this? Alright, there, we're done. Hit save.
We still have it in the clipboard.
Yeah, we do,
hopefully.
hopefully. Yep, we're vibrating. So we were
Wait,
vibrating
try
before.
jumping.
Okay. Oh. Why is the jumping not working? Did I not save it properly? Did it not compile? What did we change? What changed? I swear we had jumping working just a moment ago. Okay,
We
hold
did.
on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
you were hopping off of the gumboos.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
select
all
all,
and paste.
paste before we lose this.
Okay, we need to.
All right,
perforce
so
it.
let's perforce this. So P4V. We're gonna get fancy.
versioning.
Cooking with Unity, go. Yeah.
I bet that was actually your password.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
All right, so Mario Galaxy style game. Let's reconcile offline work, which will give us our changes that we've done so far. Player movement is the only thing that is changed according to Perforce. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and shelve
diff.
this. Actually, I don't want to diff it because we have a lot of changes in here. I just want to shelve this right now. Yeah, shelve and revert. And so, new change subscription, changes to jumping mechanics.
So we're shelving it.
So what shelving does is basically it keeps the file around so that we can bring it back in with our changes, but reverts the file locally so that we have the old version. So we're on the original version now that was checked in.
So it keeps the file jump around.
Yeah, jump around. Why is it...
What happened to jumping?
Am I pressing the wrong button? No, I'm not pressing the wrong button.
That is very odd.
I'm going to quit Unity. Don't save. I'm going to double check again with the
Where's the? It
reconcile
doesn't
offline
show.
work.
Oh, okay, it's in shelf file. Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna open Unity
We're going to open Unity again.
and be very confused if this doesn't work.
Maybe some order of operations changed somehow. He's vibrating.
We are very confused now.
Like, I swear you could go to the video right now and see us jumping earlier. I don't
Yeah.
think we hallucinated that,
There was
right?
definitely jumping earlier.
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Evidently. I feel really dumb now. Okay, space.
But did we confirm that he vibrates?
It
on
does
the
look like he's
planet?
vibrating. Yeah. Yeah, he has a very small pixel vibrate. Sweet.
Well, that's something we can address later now that we know that jumping
All right,
works.
back to unshelving this because
So
well,
now
I
we
feel
can
really dumb
unshelve.
about this. Unshelve. Delete shelf files after they are unshelved. Looks good. All right, unshelve. So now this should return to what we had going. I'm going to hit play and make sure that we can jump with the right button this time. Okay, so obviously we can do a bit more than we want to be able to do, but the theory is sound. So like if I tap it very lightly, we get a very light jump. And if I press and hold it, we get a really huge jump.
That is awesome.
So
That is awesome. I like that jump.
I do too. So max jump value minus min jump value.
One problem I can see potentially.
Oh, we didn't do. Oh, what's the problem that you can see potentially?
Well, potentially that it looks like you're accelerating
Yeah.
by holding it down, as opposed to. Well.
I'm just gonna put a times time dot delta time for good measure there.
Just
Let's
for good
see what
measure?
it does. Let's just see if that makes anything happy.
It makes nothing happy.
Yeah, it's really unhappy now.
Yeah, you pretty much just made it very angry. It doesn't like time.delta time.
Jump time divided by jump charge time. Oh, wait. Okay, I see the problem here. So what's happening here is jump time represents the time since we started our jump, right? And we're adding in a percentage based on jump charge time, but we're basically continuing to add that each time. And so what I need to do is... So we actually just want to do jump time. Wait, no. Jump time divided by jump charge time. We want just the...
It is pretty much the moon jump, by the way.
Yeah. Let's do time.delta time. Delta time here, divided by jump charge time. And then jump time is just still used as our timer to prevent us from doing this forever. So let's try this now. So I'm going to hit play, hit space. Closer.
Oh, he's not very
Too
happy
small.
about jumping now.
Yeah. Why would I be dividing this by jump charge time though? Let's try that.
Made sense at the time?
Yeah, we're just doing the brute force method. Nope, that's even worse somehow. Wouldn't have expected that to be worse.
Apparently it is, though.
Oh, because we were dividing it by a floating point value, which would make that kind of sort of bigger. Yeah. So that would be why it got worse. Max jump value minus min jump value. Alright, let's rubber duck debug this. So, input.get button down, jump, and grounded. We're no longer grounded. We are now jumping. Jump time is set to 0 for our timer. We figure out our jump direction based on the transform position and the gravity source position. And we add to our velocity the jump direction times the min jump value. So this gives us an instantaneous boost at the minimum value. So this is very similar to what we had before, with the exception of we have the additional flags being set. But this is our equation from before. So else if, so this is our next frame. We're now jumping. We're still holding down the button, and we haven't jumped for more than our jump charge time. We haven't held the button for that long. So our jump direction would be transformed dot position minus gravity source dot position dot normalized. Jump time plus equals time dot delta time. So this is our timer. This is exactly the same as what we had before. This is where our problem is. So jump direction times max jump value minus min jump value. We need a percentage of of this value somehow. So to make this a percentage, we would multiply it by a ratio, which is what we were doing before. The ratio should be So what we did before was jump time versus jump charge time. Max jump value minus min jump value times time dot delta time. No, we don't want that.
Reset jump time when you reset jumping to false.
Yeah, that won't matter because we were resetting it at the beginning of the jump. We could put it here too. I mean, it's not going to fix our current scenario, I don't think. Yeah. So
Well, Eric says get rid of delta, so
all right, we'll
try
just
getting
do
rid
this.
of that.
This is going to be really high in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Whee!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Still falling.
You land
There
on
we
a
go.
different Planet? No.
That's awesome.
Camera couldn't even follow us. We were falling so fast. All right, so max jump value minus min jump value. So we need this to be a percentage based on. All right, so let's do. Okay, so let's do a new calculation here. Let's do. Let's create another private here. Private float.
Private float.
Max jump time float. Yeah.
I don't know
Sure.
what else to call it right now.
Sure, why not? You know what I'm doing though? You know what I'm going to do with this thing? Do you have an inkling? So we're going to do
Inkling.
jump time float equals, and we'll do this right at the start here. We're actually going to do this outside of here. We're going to do it here. Jump time float equals, not equals max jump value minus min jump value. And this is so not going to help us. So max jump float times time dot delta time. No.
No, that won't make any difference.
This is the easy stuff too.
Yeah,
We
apparently
chose
not.
this because it
Apparently
was going to
not.
be easy.
Apparently not.
No, I think I'm just overthinking or underthinking this somewhere. Well, I'm obviously
there are
not
two
exactly
options.
thinking this right. So it's either over or under.
Yeah.
That doesn't help much, does it? All right, so max jump float. What I was going to do here is I was going to subtract from this value based on the amount of energy we had put into the player, and so we'd figure out the amount of energy to put in based on the percentage of jump charge time.
Well,
Yeah, let's try that. So we're going to do the original calculation. So max jump float times jump time over jump charge time. Although I'm going to do this.
we could just do some print debugging too.
Yeah,
See what we're getting.
and then we'll do max jump float minus this function again. We can speed that up minus equals this. Just curious what this is going to do.
Magic.
All compiler errors. I did something wrong. Max jump float does not exist in this context. What do we call it? Max jump float? Jump time float.
Jump time float.
Jump time float. Jump time float. There we go. Save.
That's the max jump float.
Oh. Max jump float. Wait.
I don't think there is a
Max
max
jump
jump float.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Reduce
those.
jump
There we go.
charge time. From the chat. Oh, there's a little bit. A little jump.
Very small jump, medium-sized jump. Still, it's not behaving like we used to behave. So let's just double check this max jump value here, and we'll just do this now. Just make sure, see where we were at before when we did not have the extra bonus stuff. So is that how high we were jumping before?
No,
Yeah,
we were
okay, I must have
jumping
done
much
something wrong.
higher than that.
Did the values change on the player somehow?
It's a good question.
I don't think it did. Max jump value 10. Oh, it might have. Let's hit save on this. Player's not a prefab. So let's save scene, save project. Go into Perforce and do a quick reconcile offline work. Testing.unity, reconcile, and I think we have this in text mode, hopefully, yes. So let's do revision, diff against have revision. What this will do is it'll give us a comparison of what changed. Jump value is 25, so it actually changed. So it might actually be working. It might have even been working earlier. How did that happen? Anyway, it's probably because we changed some variables. Oh, we renamed the variable.
Yes, we did. We did.
I'm an idiot. All right, so let's do 25. See how high he jumps.
That was kind of weird.
I don't know what that original one was. We'll just
But
ignore
that seems right.
So that seems right. So now let's go in and uncomment this and see if it just works the way we expected it to now. Save. Play. So we jump. Whoa.
First jump was normal. Ish.
Alright, so still too high.
Well, you took delta time out of the equation, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, because you replaced it with jump time.
Time dot delta time. Let's see what this does. Just out of curiosity. I don't know why that first jump is just terrible. Alright, so that worked against us somehow. Either we have severe inconsistencies to what's going on. No, that somehow worked against us.
Yeah.
It actually was in there, but it's in jump time,
Yeah.
which is what you had.
Well, it's not exactly time.delta time, it's the
It's a
aggregation of it.
No, but time dot delta time is part of
the equation, yeah.
But but you're subtracting the sum from okay.
So someone suggested subtracting from jump charge time.
Yes.
We're doing something similar to that,
Yeah.
which
Reduce jump charge time. Yeah.
Let's think about this for just a second. So now that I know that this was actually changed, though, since we added that variable, I'm thinking we should actually go back and reevaluate with some of the older stuff again. So let's actually just see what we can undo too, out of curiosity.
This is terrifying.
Okay, let me actually unterrify it real quick. Gonna go right back to where we were. I'm gonna shelve it.
That is less terrifying.
All right, save. Shelve this thing.
We are shelving a lot tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of the first time I've really used the. Well, it's not true. I've shelved a few times before in the past, but I don't really do it that often. But this is a good case for it. Oh wait, we didn't apply. Oh, we're way back. Okay. Shoot.
That's unfortunate.
Does undo still work from here? Of course not.
No, why
Would've
would it
been
work?
Freaking sweet. All right. Also, would have scared me. Unshelve. Now we probably don't have our undo buffer anymore at all.
Nope.
Yep, it's gone. All right, cool. There goes that thought.
You know what? We're just gonna deal with it.
Yeah, we're gonna deal.
Just gonna cope.
So what do we got going on? So we're jumping way too high, right? Yep, we're jumping way too high. So we don't want this to be a percentage based on charge time. I think we just want it to be, let's just do time.delta time.
Okay.
Let's try this one again.
Just try it again.
Oh, where did the part where I... whatever. Not going to worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, I don't know why that first jump is terrible.
It's always
So that's
terrible too.
Closer. It's too short, but it's closer.
Wait, go back.
Going back.
Jump. Max jump value change back
Oh.
to 10.
Great. Okay, let's do 25 again.
I just thought I'd let you know.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Actually, is that close to what we had?
Do a small jump.
Yeah, that is. This is what we had. Small jump doesn't seem to matter right now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to make it very small. Oh, I know why. No, why actually? It's because we somehow didn't change this back. Min jump value. Save. All right, let's see what we do now. So we're gonna hit space. Okay,
Now
interesting.
nothing's happening.
Now we're okay. So we were fighting.
So only the first part of the if was actually working.
Yeah. I mean, the other part was potentially working. It's just we're not doing enough.
Well, we need to start putting some prints in here, it sounds like.
Okay, fine.
Hey, print debugging. It's a method.
Debug.log velocity.
See what we're getting. It'll also tell us if we're getting into that
Yeah.
function at all, which I'm sure we are.
Let's do this value as well. Debug.log energy added plus jump time float times time.delta time plus new, actually do it new line /n. That's new line, right? Or is it the other slash?
It's that one.
Okay. New velocity. So what we've done here is a fancy little compound statement. I'm going to explain in just a second. Velocity. So this will do one debug log. And what we're doing is we're doing string arithmetic here. So this is a string. We're adding this string. So what this means is it's basically appending to the string. And then we're appending a new line and new velocity and then the velocity information. So let's see how this actually looks in the console when we hit play. So we jump. All right, so
We are getting into that function.
yep, we're definitely getting into that function. I'm just going to go ahead and hit play one more time. Gonna do one jump because we had that bad jump the first time, and then we're gonna do one more jump. That was, oh, we didn't have input. There we go. So energy added 0.397 units of whatever, 0.46.
It's definitely fighting with itself.
Maybe we should not do gravity during these things. So maybe velocity plus equals velocity gravity vector. Let's put that in the else statement here so that we don't have to fight gravity. Let's see what that does just for fun. We got a little jump out of that. Still not enough energy.
No.
So let's put it back to the percentage thing again, although did we have too much energy when we were doing that? Jump time divided by jump charge time.
Do we want to put some parens around any of that?
No. It's all multiply and divide. Yep, way too much. And let's go back to doing our calculation where we change jump float time, or jump time float. Jump time float equals minus equals whatever we just put into it.
I know we aren't using Windows Movie Maker.
Or maybe just this. Let's try this.
Windows Movie Maker.
Does Windows Movie Maker support streaming?
I don't know.
Okay, that wasn't very good.
No,
Let's
we use
try it again.
FMLE and is it
Yeah.
Cam Twist?
And Cam Twist.
Soundflower
And Soundflower for the
for the audios.
so that we can get cool sound effects like this, which we can't actually hear, but you guys
Yeah,
can.
it's kind of funny.
Switch gravity back to running every frame just to see if that was having that big of an
Okay.
effect before.
Save. Run every frame.
That's interesting.
That's looking pretty good.
Can you tap it?
All right, let's try tap. We're gonna try tap. That was a tap.
Wow.
That might be right.
Wow.
Cool. So we had it right at one point because we totally had this equation in here at one point. I think. All right, let's do one more thing. All I'm going to do now is, so we're going to make sure, it still says 25 here, right? All right, let's make this like 10.
Just out of curiosity.
And so we're going to hit jump. Well, jump again. So we got a
the first
10,
jump is
and then we
horrible
do
for some reason.
the other one.
Yeah.
That looks
Wow.
pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Let's do a comparison real quick. Let's just do one more of these where we do one of these and one of these. Hit save and see if he jumps about that height. What?
Wait, what?
Oh, it's, yeah, max jump value. File save. Play.
Eric says
That
no
looks good.
changes.
Yeah, that looks good. All right. I'm going to undo to victory again. Victory. I'm going to check this in.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Submit.
Submit it.
Changes to jumping mechanics. I think it works. All right, yay.
You had the test scene. I don't know if you wanted the changes in that. Submitted
Yeah, we
also.
probably want that too. So let's do that.
The 10 and the 25.
Keep that 25 going.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, so I think we worked it through. So let's try to explain what we're doing. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's because. Wait.
That initial jump is
Why
really
is that-
wacky.
Why is that initial jump so broken? Hold on. So we hit play. We move around. And the first jump is just really weird. So we have some problem with our first jump. So jump time should initially be 0. It's only being incremented here. So we shouldn't be in a...
A nice shortcut to know for comments is Command Option C.
Let's try it. I think I ran into that one once before. I always forget it.
Command Option C.
Oh yeah. Good luck with any of that working.
Thank you, Mono.
Monodevelop. As I said, the buttons that I press, like here. Let's try Control A again. This is literally Control A. Oh, it's building now. That's cool.
What?
Yeah, evidently Control A now is build. Oh, and what is this?
Good thing we
Why
see-
did the new Why did? Okay, so this is why I can't use the command key in this program anymore, because it's trying to kill me
That
in my
was
sleep
Really weird.
while I'm awake, which is really hard. All right, so we did a bill. Okay, well, all right. So yeah, thank you for your suggestion. That's awesome. That's
He says
awesome.
in Windows it's Control Alt.
Let's
C.
see. Maybe it listens to Windows commands better now. It doesn't listen to it at all.
Well, you didn't have anything selected. No.
I'm satisfied. So what we're doing, we are setting our velocity to the min jump values. This is just like our previous jump. We are doing the jump direction, normalized jump time, plus equals time dot delta time. We're using this as a percentage of the jump charge time, and then we're subtracting that percentage from the jump time float so that we don't over add this. There's probably a simplification we can make to this, given that there's a lot of similar terms in both of these functions, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So, but what we do want to worry about is why we're getting a bad jump the first time. So, when we start the game, are we grounded? We're not grounded. So, we hit the ground and we become grounded. We hit jump, and it freaks out.
It really does freak out.
So, and then we hit jump again, and it seems to just work just fine after that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't think we were having this problem before, though I'm not going to go bother and check, because we've done too much of that
Is it
shifting
due
files
to the
around.
velocity plus equals gravity vector? No, because it was happening before that too.
The thing is, the velocity should be resetting every time that we enter a trigger or stay in a... Oh, wait, no.
Your velocity in both if statements are different, according to Paul.
It should be.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one that's just to give me all of min jump value, and this one's give me part of max jump value,
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
which is this, or max jump value minus min jump value, so that we don't have a discrepancy between the two. Yeah. So, that's not an A-class bug. Next function. I like that.
It's true, it's not an A-class bug.
I would call it a hard B.
It's no showstopper, though.
Yeah, it's no showstopper. Okay, next thing. What are we gonna do?
You sound so dejected about it.
I do.
I really want to know what's wrong with it, too.
No, but they're right. They're right. The fans want us to move on with our lives.
How does grounded get set to true?
I think it was line 67.
Grounded gets set to true in Stay on Sphere. Stay on Sphere gets called when...
Right there. No, that's on.
When we... Alright, we do inside planetoid when we on-trigger stay. And inside planetoid on trigger enter, and if we are inside planetoid, we do stay on sphere. We did this because we needed to change the order of operations at one point, so it's a little bit convoluted at this point. So, so yeah.
Inside planetoid.
Let's do something quick
How does that get set?
for the end of the show.
As it says, it's when we impact the triggers.
Oh.
And let's let this fester in our minds for a little while.
All right. So what can we do quick? What do we want to do?
I don't know, what can we do?
Are
It's
you-
quick.
Do we want to do numbers on the Goombas when we jump them, or do we want to?
Yeah, I guess numbers would
The
work.
trigger extends outside of the sphere, doesn't it?
The trigger? No, the planetoid trigger is right at the edge of the sphere.
Oh, okay.
It's actually how we're staying on the sphere. Even though it's a trigger, we're treating it kind of like a collider that we're manually
Now let's
managing.
do numbers.
Let's do numbers.
Yeah.
All right.
Then do 3D numbers?
Yeah. Maybe we'll see what we'll do.
Yeah, maybe.
So let's see. Let's do bounce bonus. That's what we're gonna call it. All right. So in bounce bonus, what we're gonna do is public int initial bonus equals 100. Public. We'll just do it. just multiply it by 2 each. We'll do public int multiplier.
We didn't hit any of the subjects that we thought we would, did we?
2.
Because it says might tackle some oddly shaped or at least differently shaped worlds. If that goes south, sound pass.
We panicked on the
We
freaking
did.
oddly shaped worlds, and someone gave us an easy thing, and then we blew the whole episode on it. Which leads me to think that we probably shouldn't have done the oddly shaped worlds, honestly. So thank you to whoever saved us on that.
It was Eric.
It was Eric, wasn't it?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Eric. I actually kind of feel bad that it was Eric because it's not like, well, I mean, it's not like he is a fan. It's just info and settings.
What are we doing? What's going on here?
I'm saving myself. Totally doing the thing we planned. Making the jump more analog.
Points!
And points! Wait, are we really going to commit to that? We might have to delete it again. No, alright. Alright, so...
Well, it doesn't have to be multiplying points. It could just be a 10 every time. It would
Yeah.
still be points.
And it doesn't have to show up. We can just add it behind the scenes in script.
That's true, yeah.
All these things are truth.
Alright, so we'll do a multiplier. Let's make it just float so that we can be more fancy than just 2. Alright, save. What are we doing? Update. So, when do we find out that we've hit... So let's actually create a couple functions here because we're going to basically tie this in with the player movement stuff.
For every 2,500 points, his pompadour should get bigger.
I like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Alright, so on trigger enter, so we have things where we do enemy death. Alright, so we kill the enemies. Alright, yeah, so we'll create a couple functions that we can call public functions that we can call. Let's we should make this a singleton. We should do I'm gonna use no, let's not do that right now.
Let's just get points going.
Alright, let's just do it let's do it the quick and dirty way. We'll do it with statics.
Yeah.
So, public static points, public static int points, public static equals 0, public static int float, no, int bonus value equals 0, and we'll do public static not start multiplier, add bonus, and then public static oh wait, we're gonna have to return type, so void add bonus, public static void reset bonus.
Instead of saying 10 points, can we make the text say CAPTCHA?
No. 10 captures?
Yeah.
No.
CAPTCHA, 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 CAPTCHA,
No,
CAPTCHA.
let's
You're
not
not
do that.
human.
I like that you're not human at the end. That's good. All right, so add bonus. So we'll just tick bonus. Add bonus is fine. All right, so
Yeah,
add bonus. What we're gonna do is points plus equals. All right, so if bonus value equals 0 equals 0. Points plus equals, actually, bonus value equals initial bonus, and points plus equals bonus value, and let's have this actually return what the bonus value was too. So public static int add bonus, and we will return. Actually, we'll, at the end of this, return bonus value. Return bonus value. So what we're doing here is equal to the initial bonus points plus equals bonus value. And then on the reset bonus, all I'm going to do is set bonus value to equals 0. And then finally, if else, bonus value equals bonus value times multiplier. So this is going to result in our exponential style, like Mario Brothers kind of does. They max it at 5,000. They have kind of their own thing, but we're going to do it. Not nearly enough CAPTCHA. What's with you and CAPTCHA today?
No.
Ground control.
All right. So
You want to take points plus equals bonus value out?
no, we want that.
Or do you...
But
I
we
meant,
want this.
I meant out of the...
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
There. That's where we want it. So, in theory, this should allow us to do an add bonus, which gives us points, which we can display, which we'll do using void on GUI.
Oh, we're just doing an on GUI one?
Yeah, we're doing it for right now. No, but we're gonna have the points float off of the enemies too. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. So we're just doing GUI layout because I'm lazy. Dot label score.
If anyone actually did
Plus
play my game,
points.
I used 3D points in my game.
Yes, you did. We're gonna use them in this game
Good.
too.
Yep.
Let's go over plus.
They floated and transparented
points.
away.
So let's see what happens. We're gonna put this onto. We'll just put this on the player, I guess.
Seems like a good place for it.
Oh, bonus value.
Willie
equals
wants to know if
initial
it could be
bonus.
hex numbers.
Initial bonus isn't static.
Oh,
Is
it's
that
not
what it's
static.
complaining
Yeah.
about?
All right. We'll just static. This is the problem with using statics. This is not the right way to do it. We'll change this to a singleton after this episode. And I'm gonna go use the new. Well, not the new. I'm gonna use the Unity Wiki singleton system because it's actually pretty
neato.
good.
That sounds great. I think that
What is
sounds
this
good.
not like? Float to int. So this is. We want this to be
Or Flint, as I like to call it.
a whole thing to become an int. Int.
A Flint.
A float int. Flint.
A Flint.
I like that. All right. So we didn't put it on the player yet because I think that it didn't let me. Right? Nope, it's there. We don't have anything that we can edit because we have these things set as static things. I guess we could do some kung fu to fix that, but I'm not going to because the kung fu isn't the right thing to do. The thing that we're going to do next episode is the right thing to do. So let's see if this works. So we're going to hit play. We should see a 0. We're not going to get any points for anything just yet, but we should see a 0 in
I
the
don't
upper
like
left.
the
Score
beach ball.
0. Yay. All
Okay.
right. So now what we're going to do is in player movement, we're going to go ahead and do when we kill the enemy, we're going to do a bounce bonus here. So just bounce bonus dot add bonus. Save. So this should make it so that we get points when we kill the enemies, and
Make
it
it
should
so.
go up exponentially. Exponentially.
Exponentially.
So 100, and actually we're not resetting it at any time, so it should go up 300. Yeah.
It should just keep going.
Yeah, 700.
Forever.
Oh, 1500. Actually, that's what I did on Super Galaxy Plumber. You
Super,
could-
hyper
Hyper
solar
Solar
system
Plumber. Yeah, Super Galaxy Plumber. All right,
That's
so
a little bit too close to.
yeah, just a little. It was a demake competition. I was demaking Mario Galaxy. It was
I know.
appropriate.
I agree.
So what we want to do is we want to make sure that when we get grounded, which I think Stay on Sphere is a good place to put this, we will set this to, we'll do bounce bonus dot reset bonus. And so now it won't just... So now we have to actually get a combo for it to start giving us exponential bonuses. So if we just hit 1 and then hit the ground... So we hit 1, bam, hit the ground, we got 100 points. We hit 1, hit the ground. Nope, okay, so that was right. So we got 300 points total. That was 100 plus 200.
Yes.
Now let's actually show the text. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new prefab that's based on... So create 3D text.
God.
We're going to call this bonus
Oh.
text.
You kidding me, Google?
And where is this at in the scene right now? Hello world.
Guess what YouTube's making me do right now?
What is YouTube making you do right now?
Capture.
Oh no.
I'm not even kidding.
All right, so what's the best practice on this now? Is it font size or is it character size? Font size. We'll do font size 100 and scale it down. 0.1, 0.1.
Oh
This
God,
is
why
probably
is
too
it?
big, but we'll scale it more later or less or something. So hello world, I'm just going to put 100 on it to start.
Willie wants us to make it Comic Sans.
No. And we're not going to make it very fancy just yet, but we are going to make this stuff appear. So we got the text. I'm going to... So it's facing... Of course it faces that direction. Why would it face any other direction? What would make more sense than facing into the scene as opposed to towards the... Same problem I have with the quad.
Yep.
So we're going to have to use a negative in an equation somewhere. It's not a big deal, but it just squicks me for some reason. Or I could put it in a parent... I'm doing that.
Parented empty game object.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's...
Game object, create empty, put bonus text in it, flip the text around 180, and then this will... Oh wait, I flipped the wrong thing around. This should be 180, and this should be... Well, that's fine, but I'm going to leave it at 0 just because I want to. And yeah, okay, so game object, we got there, we got the scaling, it looks like a 100. We're going to call this bonus text, mesh, and bonus text.
Okay.
And I'm just going to create a prefab of it. Going to delete it. Going to go into the player, we're going to add a... public text mesh. No, we have to do it as a game object. Game object.
Mm-hmm. Points.
Bonus point display.
Alrighty.
And now we're going to... So as I said before, remember we made this not a void, we made it an int, which means that we return something and we return the bonus value. And so now we can use that to figure out what to actually put in our text. So...
Capture.
CAPTCHA. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the bonus. We're going to store that in a variable. I'm just going to make it int. Int bonus value.
Text.
No.
Oh, it's not really.
Bonus value equals, and then we're going to do instantiate. What do we call it? Bonus
Points display.
Transform. Not. Let's do it at enemy transformed up position. Do we have that information? Yeah, call.transform.position. Position. And we'll just have it face the camera initially. So what we'll do is quaternion.look rotation, call.transform.position minus, wait, no, the camera minus that. So camera.main.transform.position minus call.transform.position, and I think that will make it look the right direction. and at least initially.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it'd probably be better to actually do a facing function on this thing, but that's not what we're doing right now. And we need this game object, actually. So game object instance equals instantiate blah 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 as game object. And finally, instain.
Instance.
Yeah, instance. I like that better. Instance dot get component in children, because remember we have a child object. The component is going to be a text mesh dot text equals bonus value. I probably need
See
a
if
cast
this
there, but
works.
I'm curious if it works. So these things will just stay around and they'll be facing the wrong way after the first frame, but
You
I
need
just
parentheses after the text mesh.
Yeah, I think
you're right. You are absolutely right. Save. And no, I cannot convert it into. It works in debug log. I guess debug log probably has like overloaded operators or
I would
something for
think
that.
so.
All right, toString. Save. All right, now we go to our player. We add our prefab for the bonus text right here. We hit play. And as I said, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a start. And we hit it.
We also need to
100,
destroy
200.
timeout then.
they're kind of slantwise.
Yeah, they are a little slantwise. Oh, it's because, wait, why?
They also don't disappear yet.
Yeah.
Well, neato. That's a good starting point.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, that was a good one.
Major points for the air jump.
Yeah.
All right, we'll fix more stuff with that later.
Yep.
That'll be something exciting to see next episode. Maybe. I don't know.
We need to check all this into Perforce.
Yeah, we do. So I'm going to save scene, save project, save scene, do it like 12 times until everything feels happy. Quit Unity. Just in case. Run a final reconcile for the episode.
I'm disappointed it didn't say CAPTCHA.
You disappointed which didn't say CAPTCHA.
The points.
All right, well,
Could just say CAPTCHA,
CAPTCHA.
CAPTCHA. Yeah.
there we go.
That makes me happy.
All right.
I'm sated
Let's
now.
see how stupid all our change lists are. Guns, guns, guns! This is both the projects here. Like,
Gumbo.
I think it works. Gumbo. All right.
Pompadorian.
Hey, that one had reason behind it.
Yeah, there's actually some of these that almost make sense. All right. Anyway, we're done. I'm only 10 minutes overtime. The button. Where's the button?
Button. Who's got the
face? My face. Thanks for joining us tonight. Email me, pushypixels@pushypixels.com. If I have been going too fast, and I probably have, please ask me questions. If you need me to do a special episode explaining something, I will devote the time to it, and I will try not to have it interfere with the main story arc. Or if you just need some one-on-one help on this stuff, let me know. And you can also tweet me at Drakfire. For some reason, I had someone recently tweet me asking what my email was. And I'm trying to figure out how someone managed to get on my Twitter
Without
without
knowing
seeing
the
the email at some point. But
I don't know.
I mean, and I understand if you don't want to rewatch it to get the email, but yeah. Anyway, and you should buy Phil's game. It's for purchase again, I think, right?
It is,
Yeah,
yes.
it's no longer birthday time,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you missed your opportunity if you did not get it for free last week.
Yeah.
But Phil's game, Robot Alone, iOS, it's fun. It's worth the money. It's also worth the not money, but you can't get it for the not money anymore. So.
Well, yeah, that's true. You can also email me if you want to, philip@protosoftworks.com. Or you can follow me on Twitter. And that's probably where you're going to see more activity from me. And that's at Magma Lemur. That's at MAGMALEMUR on Twitter. You should donate to Cooking with Unity. You really should. It's good times. Make you feel happy.
Yeah, we'll also eventually send you swag. It's not on the way yet. Anyone who has donated in the past bit, since bad things have been happening to me, I have not gotten back up to speed yet. I will soon. I think things are going to be turning around shortly. Here's hoping.
Knock on wood.
Oh yeah. All right. It's real good wood too. All right. And thank you for joining us tonight. Did you have anything you wanted to add?
You can add...
Buy Phil's game.
All right.
And donate to
And donate to Cooking with Unity.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm glad we almost missed that. All right. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great night.
Have a good night.